We got some dramas with the Barra Territory. Some water's got into our you can actually hear it steaming in there still. Some water's got into our back two coils, and it's given us some grief when the motor gets hot. Filthy down in there. Oh, she's steaming. As you can see. So we're going to get the air jet and blow all this shit off. What about number 4? Number 4's okay, it's dusty in there. That's good news. Hopefully it's what's causing the ignition breakdown. Just because of the temperature, and it hasn't actually killed the coils, because it runs alright when it's cool. It's a hot day and the aircon on flat out, so kind of started to notice it was getting hot. So we'll get the air hose down here and have a clean up. Okay, so throttle body's closed and we'll give that obviously a blow off. Shut the oil hole, put the PCV back in there, put the elbow back on there, stop all the crud getting back in the motor. How could you possibly have good ignition with that kind of caper going on? Oh, I can see the tip of the spark plug now, the conductor. Right, I'm going to get something to clean these up with, maybe some like water penetrant like WD-40 or whatever. Alright, so we're going to move the squirt down. We'll blow it all out again and put him back together and take it for a drive and see if it's got the mist still. Are these the original Motorcraft ones or are these aftermarkets? We will go ahead and buy a set of coils. The good thing is, it's the engine's nice and hot, so it's quite good for the clean up. It's evaporating nicely. It's only really the back two, I think. So, full disclosure, I've never changed the spark plugs on this. It had iridiums put in it at 135,000 Ks, and this is the first time I've ever had an ignition system thing go on at all. So it's been really, really good so far. It appears that this one was only caused by a bit of water and corrosion, so put this back together and I'll see you when I take it for a drive. Alright, well, ignore the rattling noises in the back, but we're just going to go for a quick pull up the highway and see if it misses. It was missing in everything above first gear, so it hasn't been at idle. Let's see what it does. happily back to its old self. Well, that was a simple fix. Now, this, aside from my XR6 Turbo, which is obviously the same thing with a turbo, these are the only cars I now own and have owned for a few years now that are petrol. It's been a long time since I've had like a petrol daily. This is my wife's car, and it's a 2010 Ford Territory. It's a FG model, so it's a SY2 Territory, and we've just did a grand total of 216,000. We've had this since 130 something, 120 something, and it's never had spark plugs. It's never had coils. It needs brake rotors because they give the big shuddery shudder. But otherwise, we did gearbox stuff, but I think that's why it was actually traded. So we only paid 14 grand for this car in 2017 maybe. So we've owned this car quite a while now. It's one of the longer term ones for myself, to be honest. But I'll give her a stationary takeoff, just do a bit of a load up and let her rip. You guys can watch the speedo. Load her up. Ooh, a bit of centre bearing there. Not too bad for a 2.4 tonne car. So this is a very much untouched Barra. I just serviced it. I've done one fuel filter, handful of services, probably around every 15,000 Ks. I use Penrite, is it Penrite HPR 15-40 in it, with the semi-synthetic one with zinc or whatever it is. And yeah, she's been exceptionally trouble-free. We had some gearbox with the gearbox dramas. It's a ZF6. The ZF6, I believe, was towed with a horse float. It had a brake controller and stabilizer bars and stuff on the back. And a few people recognised it from another town, a few towns over from us, after I bought it, as the one that used to always tow the big horse float. So older people used to own it, and they stalked their Facebook, and yeah, they had a big horse float they used to tow with this. And as most people do with cars, they just put them in drive and let the let the poor Falcon drag its behind out. Now, being 6-speed, these ones really should be in 4th or 5th, probably at a maximum, unless you're like cruising on the flat or downhill at over 100 kilometers an hour. So you probably shouldn't when you're towing at all. But I believe it would have been left in drive, and it would have shifted between 5 and 6 a million times, just dragging its behind. But yeah, she all seems happy again now. It's not stuttering and carrying on, which is good because fuel's $1.95 a litre at the moment, and that's the biggest killer of these beautiful Australian-made cars that were easy to work on, simple fixes, you know, had alright features. It's got dual zone climate control and a reverse camera and cruise control and 7 speakers, including a sub, electric windows, all that hoo-ha, leather seats. Yeah, they weren't a bad car. Like, I know it's probably a bit late compared to European cars like my Touareg, but the Touareg was a $74,000 car in 2005, and this was a $50,000 car in 2010, 48, 50, something like that. I don't think they were over 50. This is a SY2 Territory Limited. Yeah, I think we're good. Thanks for watching. Might just be something after you've washed your engine and your Barra started playing up. you want to catch it as soon as you can. I'd had a flashing engine light as it was breaking down, trying to go up a hill towing a trailer on the way home. This is when this all started. Picked up some solar panels on a trailer, and yeah, she's breaking down uphill. The flashing light normally means that you've got ignition issues, and that's what we had. Flashing engine light. So if you've got that flashing engine light going on and it's really breaking down, make sure you get it fixed before you damage your cat converter. You will damage your cat converter with a stuttery juddery mess like that. And yeah, hopefully this helps somebody in the future. My trying to restart your broken territory after you've changed the battery videos helped like thousands and thousands of people if you look at the comments on it. And yeah, I'm going to get some brakes for this pile of shuddery pedal pass because they're driving me insane. I really like this ZF transmission because it's got the performance mode. You just rock it over and it does a lot later shifts. It's only like, it's probably like third throttle. Yeah, good vehicle. If fuel was cheap and you put some expensive high performance brakes on it that didn't warp, because yeah, it's just chronic for warping rotors. Anyway, rambling. Catch us on the next video. It's going to be some brake videos for this thing, probably a centre bearing too now, if I don't get my mate at Pokey's Mechanical to do it for me. Big Pokey. Catch us on the next video. Go and subscribe to Pokey's Podcast. Thanks for watching.